A few days later, it still doesn't feel real. I think it's for the best. I have been the biggest Carson Wentz supporter since he got to the Eagles. I was a big fan when they traded up to move into that position to take him. I just couldn't get enough of him in 2017. But ever since 2017 ended and 2018 began, and he had, I think my confidence level in Wentz probably started going down more and more after one specific game that really comes to mind was the Minnesota game at home in 2018 when they just got nothing accomplished in that game and ultimately lost. For weeks we had been told, hey, expect it to happen, expect him to get traded, and here it is. And the Eagles, I think, are kind of embracing what's coming. They're not going to be a very good team for a long time. Wentz meant so much more than just like a franchise quarterback. He was supposed to be a new hope, to quote the Star Wars movie. He was going to be the guy that makes the Eagles perennially a winning team for the next 10, 15 years. And we were going to have our, maybe not Patriots rise and become a dynasty, but maybe something along the lines of like Seattle or Green Bay, where year in, year out, we're going deep into the playoffs and we're constantly a threat to head to the Super Bowl, win a couple Super Bowls in the process. And after 2017, who would have blamed you for thinking that? But 2018 comes and there was just so much, there was always drama. There was always something going on. We can't just look at 2018 as in, oh, they got to the second round in just that's the blanket that we use to look at that season. There was cries for Wentz to be benched and traded after that season because of what Foles had done yet again. 2019, oh my God, look what Wentz did down the stretch. Yeah, let's not remember the 5-7 start. Let's not remember the Seattle game, the New England game, how people wanted to wring Wentz's neck out for that after those weeks. He just never had the backing of the fans and seemingly the team based on what they put around him. They never exactly invested what they needed to invest in to give this guy the kind of talent that he would need to help this team get over the hump. He was able to help the team get over the hump as in 9-7, we're going to get into the playoffs in 1 year. 1 year. 2018, we should remember what 2018 is best remembered for. That was the year that Nick Foles almost did it again. I don't think they were as close as some of Eagles fans think, but that's just kind of how I view Wentz. I'm relieved. I'm just kind of relieved it's over. He's out. He's gone. I'll always cherish 2017, and I'll always think that if they had invested in him properly, he would have had a great tenure in Philadelphia. It didn't happen. I don't really respect the way that he handled being benched. And again, nothing that what he said. We don't know how he truly felt because he never actually said anything. We can only go off the reports. And the reports say he was pulling temper tantrums. He was going to the owner. He was just pissed off. He wasn't talking to the head coach. And if that's the case, I really don't know why he thinks he was somehow entitled to finish the rest of the season. He was an awful quarterback throughout 2020. I've been on record with saying that any Twitter account that likes Wentz would go and say, yeah, he was bad in 2020. There's no putting makeup on that pig. It was a bad year. But the argument from all of us was that you shouldn't give up on your starting quarterback after one bad year. When I look more at it, it was not just one bad year. It wasn't that he had all these bad years. It was the fact that it was one bad year on top of just drama after drama after just, it was just too much. It was too much. So he goes off to Indianapolis. I'm looking at it as a second and third round pick because as of now, that's what it is. He hasn't played 75% of the snaps next season yet. And if he doesn't, if Indianapolis falls apart and they're not good, he's not going to play 75% of the snaps. So just understand that. It's a second round pick for next year. It's not a first. Don't say it's a first because you're lying. You're wrong. You're objectively wrong if you say it's a first round pick. It's not. It's a second round pick. It could become a first round pick. And guess what? If it becomes a first-round pick, chances are that means it's like a 27, 28, 29 pick. That's what that means. It's essentially a second-round pick. No matter how you slice this up, it is almost guaranteed that they're going to end up with a late first, really a second-round pick, or just a regular second-round pick. And then this year's third. We'll see what they do with it. The team sucks. You think Jalen Hurts is going to somehow turn this team around. I'm all for building around Jalen Hurts. I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's go in on Jalen Hurts. They still have to draft well for him. They still have to fix their cap situation. There's now a report out there they're going to trade Jason Kelce, so they have to rebuild the offensive line now. You seriously think Jalen Hurts is going to do anything with this team within the first 2 years? Not including this year, the next 2 years, you think that he's going to do anything? You think this team's going to be good? They're a walking 5-11 for the next 2 years. They're an abysmal franchise. SB Nation's collapse on the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm not even going to watch. I won't watch it because I don't need to. Because I witnessed it real time. I don't need a 20-minute video showing me what happened. I know what happened. If you're a New York, Dallas, Washington fan, you're going to watch that. You're going to put that in your favorite videos. If you're a masochist Philadelphia fan, you might very well watch it again and again and again, show your friends because you just think that they deserve to be tortured. But I don't need to watch it. I saw the rise and fall of the Philadelphia Eagles. This GM sucks. The new head coach is a puppet. The owner's terrible and is meddling too much. I don't know anything about their new defensive coordinator. I don't know what kind of defense they're going to run. They have about 1,000 free agents that they shouldn't bring back, and hopefully they won't. The only guy that I think they should really bring back, who's an unrestricted free agent, the only guy they should bring back, I think, is Hassan Ridgeway, because I think he's a good player. He's a good rotational piece. Hopefully he can stay healthy next year. Ertz is gone, probably. Kelce, as I just said, he's probably gone. It's over. They're going to be terrible. They won't win a combined 11 games through the next 2 years. Guarantee it. Put a bet on it. That's how confident I am. They're a joke of a franchise.